Ryan, congratulations. That was a brilliant way to win a real battle up there. How are you feeling after that?
Very relieved. Yeah, I think it was a massive battle. I felt quite good actually going into it, and yeah, just didn't quite happen at times, but to get over the line, I'm obviously really happy because I'm relieved and yeah, over the moon.
And a couple of years ago, we saw you beat Lisa Ashton on the stage in a deciding set. Were you able to draw on that experience tonight?
100%. When it went 2-2, all I kept saying to myself is, I've been here before with Lisa, just do the same again. And from the start, I knew Fallon, Fallon didn't play like she did a few years ago, and I was expecting the best version of Fallon. So yeah, obviously I've been there before, and I think that's probably what got over me the line.
And looking ahead now to round 2, Luke Littler does not get any bigger than that. How you approach that game?
I'm excited. Obviously, for weeks now, since the draw come out, people keep saying, "Oh, you might play Luke Littler, you might play Luke," and I said, "I've got a tough game for the first game against Fallon." So I must admit, and I swear down, I haven't thought about it, but obviously now I've won. I'm excited. I'm looking forward to it. I'm not going to say I'm going to win or I'm feeling good. He's unbelievable, but I've got a chance. I'm still in, so we never know.
And we saw you beat Gary Anderson in Minehead a couple of weeks ago. How much belief does a result like that give you going forward to a game like Luke?
That was massive. I'm not going to lie. When I beat Gary, especially on TV, at ITV, I think that was the confidence and belief I needed because, I had a good year, I had a bad year, but before I beat Gary, the couple of Euro tours and stuff on this big stage, I wasn't very good. So beating Gary gave me a lot of confidence going into tonight. So playing Luke on Saturday, I'll just hopefully play my own game, and we'll see what happens.
Ryan, congratulations. You spoke about since the draw was done. Was it the best and worst draw possible? Because first up Fallon and then the winner to play Luke, two players that have had the eyes of the world on them for the last few years. So the pressure must have been intense.
100%, but at the same time, you probably couldn't wish for a better two players, social media and stuff. I mean, I was everywhere. Like, I've never had so much media attention in my life. And it wasn't because of who I am, it's because I've got to play potentially. So obviously I know how good Fallon is, I know how good Luke is, but yeah, obviously social media and stuff, I was just everywhere, and I'm not used to that. So I just had my head on for tonight, and I'm so happy to get through. And yeah, on to Saturday really.
Well, you touched on there what this could do. Obviously, the eyes of the world are going to be watching Alexandra Palace on Saturday because it's Luke's return here from last year. He's just come runners-up in the main sports personality, winning the young one. So can this raise your profile as well?
100%, yeah. I think for me tonight was a big one. To get through tonight was big for me, and on to Saturday, there's no pressure on me now. I can get up there. I literally just love coming here. It gives me goosebumps every time I come here. So I can turn up Saturday. There's no pressure on me. I'm sure he'll have a lot of pressure on him, obviously media-wise and just TV. So I can just come here. Hopefully, if I can play well, I'm not going to say I'm going to win, but I can hopefully relax and play my best game.
We know you wouldn't overlook Fallon, but was it hard to not think of playing Luke because of what comes with it?
It is, but at the same time, I swear it never crossed my mind because I knew how good Fallon is, and I know she hasn't been at her best for the last 12 months, but I prepared myself tonight for the best version of Fallon. So yeah, obviously it's hard because people keep saying obviously Luke Littler's, everyone's talking about him constantly in the world of darts. So there's a lot of talk, but I honestly it was just all my head was on tonight. Thank you. Cheers, mate. Thank you.
Ryan, no matter sort of what year you've had, what season you've had on the tour, if you get a result at the World Championship or you make it through a couple of games, it sort of set everything right no matter how the rest of the season has gone. Yeah,
I mean, I knew at the start of the year I had a big task ahead of me. I know I was defending a large percentage of my prize money. I must admit, if you asked me at the start of the year, I didn't think I'd be here right now. I thought I'd probably be going back to Q school, but I'm not going to say I've done enough because I don't think I have, but I'm nearly there. If I can stay here for next year, and yeah, I've had a sort of half decent year. I think like I said, I might have done enough. I don't know if I have, but yeah, it was a big year for me, and I think I've nearly come through it.
What's the pressure like, sort of week in, week out on the Pro Tour events and at the qualifiers when you are in that position of trying to keep your card and you need to collect all the wins? Round one wins are worth a huge amount, I guess, at that point.
there's always a lot of pressure on. A lot of people won't understand who just obviously watch TV stuff, but the Pro Tours are just ruthless. You can play someone people have never heard of, and they average 100 quite often. So yeah, it was a big year, and I've been playing quite consistently for a while. So but yeah, obviously it is tough. It is really tough, but I'm living the dream, and I'm just so happy to be here.
Ryan, with Luke Littler next, he doesn't have a lot of weaknesses, but we have seen him struggle sometimes against slower players. We've seen him lose to Andrew Gilden in Dortmund. Is that something that you're thinking about, and that might put him off and be an advantage to you?
No, not at all. I try to get myself in a good rhythm. I mean, I don't want to be known as a slow player. I know people go on about it a lot, but no, I'm not looking to slow him down or do any sort of tactics. I just want to play well myself, and I don't think he had any weaknesses, to be fair. I just think he's unbelievable. So I'm just looking forward to playing him, and I just feel quite lucky to play him, especially here as well, where it all sort of happened for him.
Every year it seems like there's always someone who comes through the draw that we don't expect. Last year it was Scott Williams. In the past we've seen guys like Jamie Lewis. Do you feel like you could be that guy? One first tough game, if you come through, Luke, you'd open up the draw. Yeah,
100%. I feel like for a few years I could be that guy. I had a good few years, and I've had a few, one bad year, and it's just, with darts, it's just, you never know what's going to happen. And I do think, obviously, this year with Luke, what he done last year, there'll be a hell of a lot of pressure on him for Saturday. But I know, obviously, tonight, I'm so happy to win, but that was terrible, really. So yeah, I think there's a lot of pressure on him, and yeah, you just never know. I think a lot of seeds have already gone for the last couple of days, so honestly, you just never know what's going to happen.
Is there anything that you'll do differently now before that match to try and improve that performance? You said that you weren't happy up there on that stage.
No, I'm actually going home tomorrow, and I've got to work for 2 days before. I've got to work Thursday, Friday, so I'll back up Friday afternoon, Friday night, and yeah, I'll keep my mind off it. Don't want to put too much pressure on myself, and just get ready for Saturday, really.
Yeah, I was just going to say that there are a few people in this tournament who do have part-time or full-time jobs as well. Is that almost a helpful thing when you've got all the pressure and talk around the World Championship, that you can go into that bubble of work and just not think about it?
100%. I worked Monday morning, actually, and all my customers who come in for a haircut were like, "What are you doing here? Like, you're playing tomorrow?" And I was like, "Well, what else should I be doing?" You just think about it more, and go to work, earn a few quid, take your mind off it. So that's what I'll be doing for the next few days, and I'll get ready for Luke on Saturday.
Ryan, congrats. Obviously, from a ranking perspective, beating Fallon isn't the most high-profile victory, but from a media perspective, she's one of the top names of the sport. So does it feel a bit of a bigger win than what maybe a first-round win at the time here is?
100%. I'm been caught up in it too much, but I've seen on Twitter, Facebook, and certain sports platforms, everyone wanted a Littler Fallon second round, which I can understand. I'm not stupid, but secretly it gives me more motivation. Obviously, I know how big that would have been if Fallon played Littler on Saturday, but for me, I kept thinking in my head, I like to think I'm slightly better. I've been on the tour for a few years, so my motivation was just to get through to tonight, and I just wanted to upset everyone, to be fair.
Like you say, you're upset, so like, in terms of both of your years, your running average, you shouldn't have been the underdog going into it, but from a media perspective, you was. Did you feel that on the stage?
No, not at all, to be fair. I just felt confident in myself. I knew I've been playing well for the last 3 months, so I felt confident for a few months, and she's a massive name, obviously. And I know Fallon quite well. She's obviously a lovely girl, and she obviously, with the media and stuff, what she gets, but obviously what she's done for ladies darts is unbelievable. So I knew she'd have a bit more pressure, but it's strange. But obviously it's a massive name to beat. That tour-wise, average-wise, I always felt like like to think I'm a better player. But you've obviously got to go up there and show it. I don't know if I did, but I hit a few doubles and I got through in the end.
Do you think the pressure might be starting to take its toll on Fallon a bit? Obviously, it is five tournaments now, 5 years since that historic glass ceiling moment.
I don't know if it's taken a toll. Obviously, I don't want to sit here and say I think she's had a few. She hasn't been very well this year, and obviously she's got a lot going on. But as I say, it's awkward. She's a really nice girl, and she hasn't been well this year. And I'm glad she didn't play her best because she probably would have beat me. So. But yeah, I rate her highly. She's unbelievable. But like I say, she's had a tough year. I think next year we'll see the best version of Fallon again. So, and I hope so, especially in Elf 1 as well.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Congrats again.